1 Timothy 5:8. A man must provide for his family. If he doesn't do that, he's worse than an infidel. He's worse than an unbeliever. So the coal miners' motive, even though they knew they were killing their bodies, was to provide. And in that time, in those places, that was the only way they felt they could do that. Controversial question. If I was there, well, there was a ministry at Friendship Church years ago. Still on the fence on this one myself. They had a book that the pastor's wife wrote. I believe it was Todd and Aaron Phillips was their name. It was a tremendous time of growth for the church. And one of their ministries that was, I guess, stirring up a buzz in the community was ministry to strippers and strip joints. And it was only women. I never recommend, gentlemen, that if there's a minute that Calvary ever has a ministry to strippers, the men don't need to go. The women should only go. So it's my attempt for humor. But anyway, the women did go, and they befriended these ladies, and they brought them care packages, and they bought them lunch, and they invited them to church. And many of those ladies became Christian and got out of that industry and went back to school, and all kind of good things came out of that ministry. And Aaron's book was How to Pick Up a Stripper, and I think it was even maybe on one of these talk shows on secular channels, so it got coverage. And the motive there was to win those ladies to Christ, was to help them out of an industry which was arguably morally questionable into a career and a life that didn't require compromise of their bodies or anything like that. But yet many of them said to the church members that were ministering to them that this is the way I provide for my children. It's not what I want to do, but I don't have time to go back to school, and I don't have opportunities to get what I make as a stripper anywhere else, and I need to make what I make to put food on the table and provide for my children. So it was a discussion that I was going to have with you guys today. You guys can still have it without me there. But a lot of motive floating around there. Motive of the church folks was definitely noble. We want to help these ladies without lecturing them, without condescending to them about their profession, telling them how horrible or sinful it is, but loving them to a place where they know they've got choices. And some of them didn't feel like they had choices, and they're not just putting food on the table and paying for rent or mortgages, also trying to put money back put their kids through college and doing this in the stripping industry. And church people are going to come along and say, no, don't do that.